The following is a spotlight interview from the Grand Strand Show with Darin and Anita. Brought to you by Beach Music 45 and the Beach Music 45 store. Visit Beach Music 45 for chart information, album reviews, featured articles, interviews, and much, much more. Beach Music 45, the store. All of the Carolina beach music artists heard on the Grand Strand can be purchased at the Beach Music 45 store from all of the Carolina beach music labels. For the store and all information, visit beachmusic45.com. See the links on the right. In this interview, Darin talks with Jim Quick of the Coastline Band.
Grand Strand. Coastline Band. Jim Quick, how are you?
I'm excellent, guys. I'm doing real good, man. Thanks for having me on the show.
Hey, we thank you for taking the time to come on and chat with us a little bit. And I guess for folks to find out about Jim Quick and the Coastline Band, Jim, the first question I sort of asked is for folks who don't know you, how did you get into this thing, the entertainment business world thing?
Man, you know, I grew up listening to beach music and R&B and soul music. My parents just force-fed it down my throat. And there was a little AM station in Laurinburg, North Carolina that used to play it almost nonstop. And when high school, I finagled a job at that radio station. Me and two of my best friends, we were all in band together in high school, and plus we had a little garage band that played like, you know, R&B and soul music. Right. And we were called, you know, I think we were called the Stormfront or something back then. I can't even remember. But it basically was Chris, Vince McDougal, and myself. And eventually Chris and Vince ended up playing in college with a band called Boardwalk out of Laurinburg. And I stayed in radio. And they ended up quitting the band and that band and starting another band, asked me to join in. And I did, and 10 years later, we had the original members. The band, everybody decided to disband, and I held on to Coastline and kept it myself. And here I am, I guess 5 years later from that. We're celebrating our 15th anniversary this year.
15 years, right?
That's
there.
awesome.
Yeah, incredible. Because I know, man, you were, when your songs, we talked, gosh, it's probably been 4 or 5 years ago that we had talked, and things were going real well then, and the band was growing, and then now it's just increased. Somewhat got a record label and all that kind of thing. So
yeah, we signed ourselves a national record deal about 3 years ago with Landslide Records. Had our first release with Sweet Mama Do Right, and we got the National Shag song off that, and ended up with a lot of European airplay and a lot of airplay like in Australia and New Zealand. We had a top 10 song in New Zealand. I didn't even know where it was. I was like, man, that's crazy. But this album they push more in the southeast United States, and we got songs that are charting like in Texas and Alabama and Mississippi and Tennessee. So this album's, they've corrected it more towards a region instead of international, just to try to see if we can get further power out of it. And it's going real well.
That's great, man. I tell you, just it's got to be a thrill.
Yeah. Well, we get a lot of downloads from all over. You know, our CDs are available in Walmart, and you can get them online through Best Buy and different places like that. So, and we got a national record, so that you can get our CDs a little bit easier than you used to could.
Exactly.
You know, but it's not hard at all. I mean, you can get on basically any internet service and get our CDs.
But I think the biggest thing I remember the first time I saw you guys at the Alabama Theater during the Cammy Awards one year, you guys came out in the overhauls and things, and I thought that was really cool.
Oh yeah, and we smashed our instruments.
It's a floor. You shocked the beach. You shocked the beach community.
Yeah, no. we lost a few sponsorships over that trick.
Hey, but it was cool, man. I thought, man, this is bringing the young people to the music right here now.
It's like the rednecks bust into the Who or something.
I love it. No, the bike week was in town that week too. So,
yeah, that's right.
Maybe. But Jim, I won't keep you any longer. I know you guys are on the road. Say you're playing tonight in Myrtle Beach.
Yep, playing tonight in 2001.
Well, Jim, we won't keep you any longer. We'll let you do what you're going to do. We're going to leave them with one of the new cuts off the album. It's called Turn Me Over. Jim, we appreciate you taking the time to do this with us.
Thank you guys so much for having me on the show. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Don't forget to go to thecoastlineband.com for more information, folks.
Brought to you by Beach Music 45 and the Beach Music 45 store. Visit Beach Music 45 for chart information, album reviews, featured articles, interviews, and much, much more. Beach Music 45, the store. All of the Carolina beach music artists heard on the Grand Strand can be purchased at the Beach Music 45 store from all of the Carolina beach music labels. For the store and all information, visit beachmusic45.com. See the links on the right.